President-elect Trump has floated the idea of using the military to help with deportations. National Border Patrol Vice President Ardel Cueto joins me now. How do you feel about that? What would the military be used for?
Look, I think the military can be used to detain some of these individuals, or maybe, act as, the guards in the areas where these people are going to be detained. But it's going to take an all-out effort.
The upcoming Trump administration is making it clear America's border crisis needs an all-out solution, and he is ready to bring in the military to make mass deportations happen. Today, we'll break down this clip with National Border Patrol VP, who gets real about the role of the military, what it's going to take, and what the left is already freaking out about.
Bernie, that's what it comes down to. And perhaps even, I know that some of the sheriffs in a lot of the border states and near the border have been very vocal. It's going to take some help from them, maybe utilize some of their detention facilities. And obviously, when you start using other individuals' detention facilities, we need to figure out, what's the price going to be, and make sure that these other entities aren't price gouging the federal government at the same time, saying, hey, you can use my facility, but I'm going to charge you $300-400 a night per individual that you put in that place, which we've seen in the past.
Well, there are reports of some civilian groups looking to get involved in the Trump mass deportation effort. Civilians, some people are talking about militias. Do you really want the people involved in this?
No, I think when you start doing that, that puts us in a very difficult situation and dangerous situation for everyone involved, because you're talking about individuals that are not properly trained. They don't know immigration law first and foremost.
There are reports from NBC News actually that the administration, the Trump incoming administration, could deport migrants to places other than their home country. Why would they do that?
I think that's going to fall on the actual country that is refusing to take these individuals in. When you have so many individuals that have entered the country illegally, they've asked for asylum and they go through their due process and they can no longer stay here. What other choice does the government have? And that's where, I think it's going to come back and forth, and it's going to be bad for the country that's not accepting their own citizens.
But we may have to pay countries to take these migrants, even though the migrants are not from those countries. I mean, the British are paying Rwanda to take refugees and put them in Africa, for heaven's sake. I mean, are we going to pay countries to do it?
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to get into on that end, Varney, to be honest. But I think that a lot of these countries that are refusing, once President Trump is in office and he brings up tariffs or other negotiations that he's very capable of doing, I think we're going to see a change of position from a lot of these countries that are refusing to take on their own countrymen.
Some countries refuse to take their own citizens back. Can you believe that? They just say, no thanks. That is insane. But this is Trump we are talking about. He is not going to beg. He's going to hit them with tariffs and trade penalties until they fall into line. If countries do not want to take their own citizens back, America should not just roll over and take it. That's total insanity. And the illegal immigrants should not be our ongoing problem.
How do you feel about the border situation so far? I think Tom Homan seems to have gotten off to a very strong start with the strong backing of President Trump. I bet you can't wait for January the 20th, can you?
No, look, I was just with Tom Homan a couple of days ago out here on the southern border, and he spoke to the troops. He spoke to, boots on the ground. He's been out here seeing what's happening. He had meetings with other sheriffs at the same time. He was stretched real thin on time, but he still made it a point to find out what's going on. I have a great relationship with Tom Homan. I think it's a fantastic pick. I can't wait till the 21st, just like the men and women that are out there putting their lives on the line can't wait, because they are seeing some type of uptick. Because look, right now they're struggling down south. They're wanting to get as much as they can bring across before the 21st. So it's sometimes going to get worse before it gets better, but they have the right man on the job to take care of that.
Bottom line, Trump is not playing around. The border is a disaster, and it is going to take military-level force and strategic negotiation to clean it up. The left, per norm, is already losing their minds over this, but guess what? That just means Trump's onto something. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more bold and unapologetic content.